Have you ever noticed how some people don't try to impress anyone, yet their presence feels calm, powerful, and deeply attractive? Not loud, not flashy, just real. What is it about them? Today I want to talk to you about something ancient, honest and quietly beautiful, something Marcus Aurelius understood long before the world became noisy, because the most attractive thing you can ever become is authentic. Before we begin, take a second to like this video, subscribe to the channel, and promise yourself you'll watch till the end, not because it's another Stoic video, but because this message has the power to change how you see yourself, how others feel around you, and how love enters your life. Now let me ask you something personal. When was the last time you felt truly at peace being yourself? Not performing, not explaining, not shrinking or exaggerating who you are, just existing. Most people spend their entire lives chasing admiration, approval, and affection, never realizing that the chase itself is what makes them invisible. Marcus Aurelius saw this clearly. He lived surrounded by power, praise, and criticism. Yet instead of becoming addicted to attention, he chose something far rarer. Inner alignment, he wrote. Be content to seem what you really are. That single sentence carries more beauty than 1,000 motivational speeches, because authenticity isn't loud. It doesn't announce itself. It doesn't beg to be seen. It simply is. And that is what makes it magnetic. Think about nature. The moon doesn't compete with the sun. A river doesn't try to impress the ocean. A flower doesn't apologize for blooming slowly. They exist in truth, and the world is drawn to them. Human beings are no different. When you abandon your truth to be liked, you lose something subtle but powerful. Presence. People feel it when you're trying too hard. They sense it when your words don't match your inner state. They notice when your kindness is rooted in fear rather than wholeness. Marcus Aurelius believed that harmony within creates harmony without. When your thoughts, values, and actions align, something changes. Your energy softens, your voice steadies, your eyes relax. You stop chasing attention, and attention begins to find you. Now let's talk about beauty, not the surface kind, but the kind that lasts. Stoicism teaches that true beauty is not decoration. It's character, patience, self-respect, emotional restraint, quiet confidence. These traits don't scream for validation. They whisper certainty, and people lean in to listen. Authenticity is attractive because it feels safe. When someone is real, you don't have to guess. You don't have to decode them. You don't have to wonder who they'll be tomorrow. Marcus Aurelius wrote, "Waste no more time arguing what a good person should be. Be one." That's the heart of it. Stop curating an image. Start embodying truth. You don't need to be perfect. You need to be honest. Honest about your limits. Honest about your needs. Honest about what you will and will not tolerate. And here's the paradox most people miss. The moment you stop trying to be attractive, you become unforgettable. Because authenticity carries weight. In relationships, this changes everything. When you're authentic, you don't chase inconsistent love. You don't beg for attention. You don't perform emotional gymnastics to be chosen. You show up as you are, and you let alignment do the work. Some people won't resonate with you anymore. And that's not loss. That's refinement. Marcus Aurelius never wanted to be admired by everyone. He wanted to be at peace with himself. And peace is deeply attractive. A person at peace doesn't rush. They don't cling. They don't fear silence. They are comfortable in their own presence. And that comfort becomes contagious. Now let's talk about something difficult. Being authentic means disappointing people. It means saying no when yes would be easier. It means leaving spaces where you're tolerated, not valued. It means choosing integrity over approval. Stoicism never promised comfort. It promised freedom. Marcus Aurelius reminded himself daily, if it is not right, do not do it. If it is not true, do not say it. That kind of discipline shapes the soul. And a disciplined soul is beautiful. Not flashy, not dramatic, but steady. The world is full of noise. Authenticity feels like silence, and silence draws attention. When you stop oversharing, people listen. When you stop explaining, people observe. When you stop chasing, people feel your absence. And absence, when rooted in self-respect, is powerful. Let me tell you something important. You don't need to become someone else to be loved. You need to return to who you were before you learned to perform. Before you learn to people please, before you learn to shrink your truth. Marcus Aurelius believed that every human being carries a natural dignity, and the tragedy is forgetting it. Authenticity is remembering that you don't owe the world a performance. You owe yourself honesty. And when you live honestly, something beautiful unfolds. Your words slow down, your reactions soften, your decisions become cleaner. You attract fewer people, but the right ones. You experience fewer highs, but deeper peace. And peace, in the long run, is the most attractive energy there is. So ask yourself tonight, where am I pretending? Where am I hiding my truth to be accepted? Where am I exhausting myself to be chosen? Stoicism doesn't ask you to withdraw from life. It asks you to meet life as you are. Unfiltered, grounded, real. Because the most authentic version of you doesn't need applause. It carries its own quiet gravity. And that gravity, rooted in truth, self-respect, and inner calm, is what people feel before they ever understand it. So choose honesty over image. Choose depth over attention. Choose peace over performance. That is the Stoic path. That is true beauty. And that is real attraction. With that said, thanks for watching, and until next time.